Yo, Joe, Brother Ed here. We've got a couple minutes before we go live, so I'm just getting things ready here before I get started on the live stream, but we'll wait just a minute or two, see if people come in. One second, anyone's out there watching. Everyone out there watching, we're getting ready to start here in just a second. So battery issue. What happens? Welcome to the show. Let's get started. Welcome to Bravo Team, our second G.I. Joe show looking at all the secondary G.I. Joe material. I am your host, Aaron Moss, codenamed Brotherhead. On this show, I'll either be by myself or have other guest hosts joining me, looking at all the G.I. Joe material out there. We'll be covering things like the toys, the Action Force comic, the European Missions comic, the movies, G.I. Joe Renegades, or anything else that is not G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero comic, or the 80s cartoon. Come, join us on our mission to stop Cobra from taking over the world. Yo, Joe. Not really a Bravo team, but I'm just playing with the openings. So again, my name is Aaron Moss, aka General Head, and here we are for our March live stream unboxing. Over in the chat, we have Heinz Koch. Hey Heinz, how you doing, buddy? Glad you could join us. And anyone else out there, feel free to say hi in the chat and voice any thoughts you have as I go along. Before we get started, again, I'm 54 years old and I'm still learning technology, apparently, even though I used to be a computer guy. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below, wherever it's at, and join in. I've been doing this every month, and I plan on doing this every month for a while. The third Friday of the month at about 1 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to do some unboxings and reviews, so be sure to join us. And if you guys have any thoughts, go ahead and let me know. But otherwise, we're going to get started with the show. So I put a poll up on the Facebook group. I gave you a couple options for what you'd like to see me open up next. And the clear winner was, let me find it. There we are. Was Scrap Iron. Here we are. So this is going to be our next unboxing, our first one for the day, the Scrap Iron and anti-armor drone. Again, it still has the plasticless boxing, which I'm not a huge fan of, though they're using, instead of drawings, it looks more like looks more photorealistic. We got Scrap Iron with his drone. Behind him, we got some Sky Strikers, some explosions around him, a truck back here that apparently his drone came out of, a close-up of his face. Up here on the top, we have the effects that are included in the box. Very nice. On the side, we have the number 74 that lets us know where it is in the series and the codes you can scan. The other side, again, we have the close-up of his face with the number 74 if you want to display it like this. And then the back has a picture of Scrap Iron with his helmet removed. And again, everything included in the box. We have a close-up of his face, close-up of the missiles. Very nice. Like I say, I prefer the boxes where you can see what's in the side of it. But if you're going to have a art or whatever on the box, this is done very nicely, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think out there. Do you guys prefer the plastic list with the pictures on it, the drawings, or do you guys prefer seeing what's actually in the box? Let us know. Curious to see what you guys think. So we're going to open up the box and we'll pull out, it's divided into two compartments. The big one has Scrap Iron and his drone with the wheels. I'm going to pin him down here for a minute. And again, I've got a new mic. My son's puppy chewed through the power cord on my mixing board, and I've been trying to replace that, but I'm wondering if the mixing board itself went out because I've tried several different bricks, and it's still not working properly. So I'm assuming maybe the mixer's gone out. So that's my next step. So I picked up a new mic. Another podcaster I met at a local comic shop told me about. So I'm trying that mic out. I don't know if it's any difference. And Heinz says that he prefers seeing what's in the box. I agree. I prefer seeing what's in the box. But we got what we got for right now. But I agree 100%. So again, it comes with the little tackle box, the ammo box, whatever you want to call it. We're going to put that to the side while we get to the main feature itself. So again, these have the ties, I don't know what they are, like string. That's the word I'm looking for. Tying the figure and everything into place. So we'll go ahead and tie those. Again, I'm sure a lot of people are, why don't you just cut them? Well, I'm anal and open my Christmas gifts the same way. I kind of open up carefully and methodically, and that's who I am. So there's one up on holding his wrist in, and there's a set on the bottom holding his legs in. Kind of a bondage thing, I guess. Oh, wait a minute, what? But let's go ahead and untie these. And again, as I've said, if you guys have any opinions on how I can make this show better, please feel free to let me know. I'm always eager to improve things. And also, like I said, if you like what I'm doing, hit the like and subscribe down below. Also, please, if you're interested, you can give us a call and leave your thoughts. I'll put the number at the bottom of the screen. It's 1-559-500-3182. Again, you can call and leave a message at 559-500-3182. And so anyways, here is Scrap Iron. The figure had a helmet on, so we never saw his face. And I don't think we saw him in the comic, at least the Larry Hama run, who always had the helmet on. So this is Scrap Iron. He's got a military type, I think. I call it a military type buzz cut. Looks like one side of his face is all scarred up, which I could imagine being a demolitions expert. He's got a scar on his face. It's a very nice head sculpt. He's got his armored vest, grenades on it, a little pocket to hold stuff, a holster for his gun. Again, everything's kind of loose, so you can move it around so it's not molded into his leg, which is nice. But again, you can move his arms. He's got the articulation. Again, some of the figures are more stiff than others. He's not too bad. Legs is usually, see, the legs is where you finally find the stiffness usually. His knees are very stiff. I hear if you soak them in warm water, hot water, it loosens them up. Yeah, see, this one knee is a little more foldable. The right knee is a little more stiff. There he goes. I was afraid of breaking it, but yeah, his right leg's a little more stiff, but this is Scrap Iron. A nice figure. Like I say, the vest doesn't necessarily come off, it looks like, but it's molded around him, so it's not part of the figure, so it moves a little bit, gives a little more realistic look to it, which I like. So I had a Scrap Iron, everybody. What do you guys think about Scrap Iron? Nice figure. I think it's a nice rendition of the character. I like actually seeing his face for the first time, I guess. We're going to put him aside. And we're going back to the big box. And we are going to untie the missile system. So we'll untie the missile. We'll pull out the main missile firing system. Put that to the side while we pull out the wheels. Again, it's all tied in with this twine. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Twine is what this is. You think an educated man would understand these terms. But what do I know from Chalkvilla? So we're going to go ahead and pull this apart. Again, if you're out in the chat, please feel free to say hi. I love hearing from people. As we say, we got Heinz out there watching us. So this comes out. The back of the box, as usual, has the very nice artwork in it. I like this rendition of Scrap Iron. He's holding a remote control to control, apparently, the drone, I would assume. Very nice artwork. I like it. And we have someone joining us from the chat over on Facebook. Again, it doesn't tell us who you are, so I'm going to have to jump over onto Facebook and see who's there. Oh, it's my wife. Hello, Michelle. Facebook doesn't show us who's commenting from there. Anyways, so the drone, or the wheels for the drone, the wheels don't move. It doesn't roll per se. I think that might have been a nice touch if the wheels would have rolled, but make it a little more realistic. I know I'm talking about a toy, but still. And basically, it looks like the main part here just snaps onto the base, pops on relatively easy. It rotates, goes up and down just a little bit. The wheels are separate, so they can move a little bit over rough terrain, if you will. Very nice so far. It can come down to more level, can go up in the air. On the side, it says Anti-Tank 002. And the other side, it's got some more writing, something electric. A little hard for me to read in my old age, but it is what it is. So here's the drone. We're going to put that to the side while we move to his ammo box. We're going to go ahead and pop this bad boy open once I figure out which one's the top and which is the bottom. So we open it up, and here we've got 2 bags in it. And it looks like they're already torn open. I got into it, or my son got into it. So we got some explosion effects. Very nice. We've got the rockets, the missiles for the drone. Got 2 missiles in this bag. Some more fire effects. Okay. To make it look like there's an explosion somewhere. Very nice effects. They're all plastic effects. And then we have Scrap Iron's helmets. Very classic looking. If you're familiar with the character, it's a classic looking helmet for Scrap Iron. And what else is in the baggie? Also in the bag, we have, if I can hold it, put something down, missiles down, there you go. We have his gun. Very nice. Bang, bang, bang. Shoot him up. And we have the control pad for the drone. It's very nice. So let's go and put some stuff together real quick. So we're going to put his gun. Turn this around. Put his gun into his holster. So the gun fits nicely in the holster, like so. And then we will put his control pad in his hand. So he holds on to the control pad very nicely. Very nicely done. His helmet can go on his head, hopefully. Yep. And there we have a classic looking scrap. I like seeing his face, but there we have a classic looking scrap iron. What do you guys think? Very nice. So that's scrap iron, and we're going to pet him down for a minute. Again, I've still got the drone. I've got 2 rockets. Guess what? The rockets are going in the drone. Where else would they go? They slide in rather easily. They can come flying out. Very nice. So it turns, it goes up and down a little bit. Like I say, it's got for the rough terrain. We've got some explosions around it. I'm going to set this to the side back here behind me. And as I said, there's a second bag with more explosions. Oh, it's very nice. It's one exploding up in the air. Again, it's all plastic, but it's very nicely done. Here's another explosion effect for your dioramas. We've got some, okay. And I understand these are interchangeable with other characters also, but for instance, we can put one of the missiles in there. And I'm just seeing, oh, okay. And the missile can pop onto the thing. So it looks like the missile is actually firing out of the rocket, which is very nice. It comes with 2 of those. I'm going to hold off on this other. I'm going to try it on Bazooka and see if it fits in his gun. Make sound as the rocket goes firing out. This tilts left and right, back and forth. Again, very nice. Cobra! We're going to put that to the side for a moment. I'm going to reach back here and grab Bazooka. And I'm just curious if... No, see, it doesn't fit into his gun unless I'm doing something wrong, which is a possibility. So we're going to put Bazooka back for now because we've already seen him as I knock things down. And for now, we are going to drop scrap iron on the ground. We will load this other effect into the thing. And again, this one you can't see the smoke as much, but another one firing off in the rockets. So we're going to put the drone to the side. I can do so without dropping everything. Put some of these fire effects to the side so they're out of the way. 1 second, guys and gals. I'm going to put his control pad down. And let's go back. There's still stuff in the bag. We're not done yet. Oh, another fire effect. We'll put the bag to the side. And we have another explosion effect. So it comes with 3 different explosion effects. And again, I will head up so you can see them a little better maybe. We've got explosions on the ground. I don't know if you can see that there on my desk. Come a little closer. So I've lost crowd. There he is. So anyways, boys and girls, that is scrap iron. What do you guys think? You guys enjoy it? We're going to put his control panel back in his hand. There. It's a very nice figure. Like I say, he's got, with his helmet on, he's very classic looking. But we remove his helmets, and we can see his face. Like I say, he's scarred up. Apparently, you know, from a previous explosion gone wrong. We'll put his helmet back on his head. And Facebook user, I'm assuming it's still my wife, Michelle, says it's like Christmas. Yes, it's very much like Christmas. Merry Christmas, Brother Head. But we'll put scrap iron back over here. And for now, as I do, I am going to throw the bags away because there's nothing to go in them at this point. We're going to close up the box. Again, it's got the normal little 5 language warning, choking hazard, not for small kids under 5 years old. Physically 5, mentally 5, it's fine. Oh, it's open habits. And we're going to put the box, the ammo box, back inside the box. We're going to put the background back inside the box. And we're going to close it up. So that was scrap iron. The wife's going back to work. She says, have fun. I will. Thank you for joining us. So that was scrap iron. Let me know what you guys think. You can let me know in the chat. Let me know later on when you watch the video. If you watch this later, leave a Facebook message, wherever you want. Again, like and subscribe. Call the phone number that's scrolling down on the bottom. Leave a message. I enjoy hearing from people. So the second choice that was made. So real quick, let's go back to the poll. As I said, I posted a poll, asked people what they thought. I gave them a handful of choices, and scrap iron won by 54%. So real quick, just to pull this up, it looks like James Von Werner voted for scrap iron. Joe Jackson, our buddy from the show, Kevin M. Reitzel, aka Raider Nerd, Mike Zari, Hoover Jeremiah, thanks Hoover, and Michael Minton all voted for scrap iron. So again, I like to do what the people want. So the people voted, people got. The next one on the list that won second place was Tiger Force Outback, or as I call him, Old Man Outback. And the people that voted for this, just to throw you under a bus, was good buddy Gene Hendricks, Mean Gene the Podcasting Machine. Thanks, Gene. And David Finn and Sean Tuffison. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that. Sean, I'm terrible at names. But anyways, Old Man Outback, as I like to call him, got second place. So I got this at Ross for $5.99. Again, I wasn't particularly interested. I don't care for the, as I've talked about before, I'm not a huge fan of the subgroups like Tiger Force and all that. And I don't care for Old Man Outback with the white hair. I prefer him with the red hair like he normally has. But for $5.99, you can't pass that up. Not when you have an addiction. Anyways, I just opened the box, get ahead of myself. So again, we have the plastic packaging, which I prefer, and so does Heinz, as he said. So we can actually see the figure in the box. We can see all the supplies. We've got the Tiger Force logo here on the front, the G.I. Joe with his name, Stuart Outback Stelkirk. Got a nice little drawing on here. So see, I like to read the drawings, but we see the figure. And especially if you're buying this retail, sometimes people are jerks. They'll take the figure out, put the box back. If you're not looking at the figure, you don't know what's in that box when you get it home and open it. So on the back, we have a nice little jungle scene. Since we can see the figure, they remove that from the back and they just give us a nice little jungle scene on this one. We got our Tiger Force logo here on the bottom. The Joes that are watching this, what do you guys think about Tiger Force? Are you a fan of the Tiger Force and the other various subgroups, or are you not a fan? Like I said, the main reason I picked this up was because it was $5.99 at Ross. So you can't go wrong there. And then the other ones I've got, the wife picked up a Python Patrol Copperhead for me. And again, well, the wife got it for me, so I can't say no. And, you know, it's one I wouldn't buy for myself, but if someone's going to buy it for me, sure. Or if I get it for cheap enough. So we're going to pull the sticker off just because I'm anal. And I hate to run off. My battery's low. I've got a problem here. Give me just 1 minute, guys. I'm going to play some music, and I'm going to step out for just a minute. I will be right back with you. We'll play one of Moby's for my show. Be right back.
G.I. Joe, the Real American Headcast, is the code name for Aaron's daring, highly trained Headcast. Its purpose? To podcast about G.I. Joe, Fighting Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined
And
to
I'm
rule the
back.
world.
Sorry about that. Turn the music off, and I'm back. I have a battery issue, but I fixed that for now. My AC plug is messed up. Sorry about the wife. She's not here. Anyway, so back to Tiger Force Outback. Just 1 second. Get this back on comments. Okay, there we are. So, Tiger Force Outback. As I was saying, we're going to open that bad boy up. Again, the background of this one is just the Tiger Force logo on the background. Since we can see the figure, we kind of lose the drawings, I guess. And we'll pull Outback out of the packaging. We'll put the packaging down for now. So here is Outback. Just 1 second. Sorry, my battery, power cord is not working. Give me just 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm back. It's having some technical difficulties here, but I think I've got it figured out. We'll see if my computer dies on me or not. Back to Outback. So again, he's got, let me see real quick, just 1 second. I was looking, there it is. So real quick, compare and contrast. Here is OG Outback, and here is Tiger Force. Again, same mold, just different coloring. They colored his hair different. Instead of the white t-shirt, he's got the orange t-shirt. Instead of the survival logo, he's got the Tiger Force tiger head on his shirt. Looks like pants and the boots are pretty much the same color. Everything else is pretty much the same. It's just different color hair and beard and different shirts on. So we're going to put OG Outback, the one I prefer, back over here. And back to his equipment stuff. So from here, we pull out, he's got a backpack. He's got, again, everything that's original Outback had. A gun with a shoulder strap. Pull the tape off. Comes with a little knife. You call that a knife? I can't think about Crocodile Dundee every time I think about a knife. Pull it out. Got a little shovel that I just dropped on the ground. We'll pick up in a minute. A little flashlight. And he had the big gun, but sometimes you don't need all that gun. So he's got a little handheld pistol. So again, the figure, like I said, it's rather tight. I mean, the arms are a little loose, but not over loose. The elbow joints are a little tight. the legs, this knee, the left knee on this one's a little tight, not too bad, a little tighter than normal, I guess. After you play with it enough, it'll loosen up. So let's put some stuff in his holders. So we have a knife down here in it. As I drop it to the ground, excuse me, my voice cuts out because I'm looking down. Oh, there it is. 1 second, guys. You can watch my background while I roll over here. Okay, so I'm back. So again, he has a knife. If I can pet into his boot, it goes down here in his boot. He's got a little knife holster sheath there in his boot. He's got a grip here on his belt for the flashlight. So the flashlight slides right into the belt holster. There you go. His handgun, his pistol can go into his other holster, into his holster. Onto his backpack, his shovel. It's got a nice little place here on the side where you can hang his shovel. It's got a little hole in the shovel, so it pops right on, like so. Just 1 second. Yeah, that's what the other one was too. So that goes onto the side. His backpack goes on, you guessed it, his back. Again, like most figures, he's got the little hole in the back. If you can see it very well from there. Little hole in the back for his backpack to snap on. Make sure everything's lined up. It snaps on. Feels a little loose on him. And then his gun. It either can go on his backpack or he can hold it. The other one is holding his along with his knife. So he's going to be barehanded. It's a bare-fisted brawler. He's got his gun on his backpack, his shovel, his knife down in his boot, and his flashlight down on his waist with his pistol on his other side. So again, that is Outback for Tiger Force. What do you guys think? Are you guys a fan of the Tiger Force characters, the subgroup, or would you rather not see them? Let me know what you guys think. So far we've opened up 2 figures today. We got Outback and Scrap Iron. We're going to put him back on this table over here. I need to clean this up and make a little more room back here. And like normal, because I'm anal, I'm going to take the packaging, put it back together. And we'll save this in case I ever want to box him back up for any reason. Outback. I'm sorry, Tiger Force Outback. So that was just under half an hour for those 2 figures. 1 second, checking my battery power. Okay, it's staying about the same. I'm not sure it's charging, but it's not going down. So we'll see what happens. So again, that was Outback and Scrap Iron. What do you guys think? Do you guys like them? Do you not like them? At this point, we're going to move on, and I will do one more that's not G.I. Joe related. I was going to pick one of my own choosings, but we're going to go for the third most popular choice after Scrap Iron and Tiger Force Outback. Actually, I guess the third one was a tie between the Page Puncher, the Atom, and Python Patrol Copperhead. Sean Tevison voted for the Atom, and he also voted for Copperhead. So we're going to go ahead and, even though it's not G.I. Joe related, I am a big fan of the Atom. This is a Page Puncher. It comes and includes an exclusive comic book, English language. It says the Atom on it. On the back has a picture of the comic with the toy. These are the, I think these are the McFarlane Page Punchers. I know they're doing, McFarlane toys. There we are. I knew they were doing Page Punchers for the G.I. Joe stuff, but it's not going to be these huge figures. It can be the smaller, like 3.5 inch figures. But we got a little time for I have to leave to get my son. So we'll do one more opening. We will open up the atom. 1 second, get a pair of scissors. Tape's a little tough to get undone sometimes. Oh, I'm back. Had to reach over my desk and get a pair of scissors so I can slice the tape. And slice the tape. I cut into the box that one. Just 1 second, guys. I'm having problems with scissors. So my mom gives me safety scissors. There we are. So put the scissors down and let's open up the atom. Again, this is the Raymond, the Choi. What's his name? I forget his first name now. Ryan Choi atom. I'm more of a fan of the Ray Palmer atom, but I like the atom in general, so we'll go ahead and accept it. We will snip off. This has a little plastics holding them into the plastic. So we'll snip those on both arms and on both feet. Again, if you like what I'm doing, call the phone number down below. 1-800, or if you don't, let me know what you think. 559-500-3182. Leave me a message. Let me know what you think. Also, if you like what I'm doing, visit our Patreon page, patreon.com/Headcast Network. So in here, we're going to go and pull the atom out. He's in there firmly. Oh, he's a little too firmly. I missed one of the cords around his waist. So we're going to cut the run around his waist. That might make things a little easier to pull out. Very much so. So here we have the atom. Again, his legs are fully movable, just like the DC ones. His helmet doesn't come off. I wish it did, but see, have his mask on there instead, or another head or whatever. But this atom, again, he's got a helmet on, so he can, when he shrinks down to go inside like the body or whatever, he has air because they like a little more realism with the newer version, I guess. These are a little less stiffer than the G.I. Joe figures. His head moves, arm moves, waist moves, all the points of articulation that you would expect from a good figure. With the DC figures, at least this one, he comes with an extra set of hands you can remove. I'm leaving them in the package for now. It comes with a atom ring, I guess we can call it. It's taped in there, so I'll pull the tape off. And it also has a base, which we're going to pull out. Which I wish the G.I. Joe figures came with. It'd be easier to display them if they had a base. So it's got a little base, the DC logo on it. You can stand them on there, supposedly. Or you can drop it to the ground, which I'm good at. One more time, guys. It's got holes in his feet. And if you're smarter than the stand, you can pin him on there. And he can stand on there. I guess the atom thing goes in the hole again. Like most figures, he has a hole in his back to hold backpacks or whatever. In this case, he can hold the atom ring with it, I'm assuming. Let us see. As I drop everything, I'm assuming the hole's for the atom ring, but I can't quite get it in. No jokes out there. There we are. So the atom ring goes in, so he's shrinking down. I wish I had two of them because usually he's got them on both sides, but it is what it is. His foot came off the base, so we will put his foot back on. And there we have the Atom. He doesn't want to stay on the base very well. Whether it's a design error or a brother head error, we'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean it off a little bit. There we are. I'm going to try petting him down on the desk in between the explosions. And yeah, part of just trying to hold it. So can you guys see that? Pull you up closer. There you have the Atom. It's a very nice figure. Again, I would like a little better if it was the Ray Palmer figure, but it is what it is. Also included as the box advertised, there is wasn't advertised, but there's also a card that says the Atom, and it gives his stats on the back. Yeah, we're going to open it because I'll put it in a file card thing somewhere. I got a pair of scissors right here, guys. I'm trying to tear it open. So again, we'll cut this packaging open. Oh, there goes the resale value. We'll pull the card out. And there we have a nice little card. It's the cover of the comic. In the back, it has his name, his real name, Luan Ryan Choi. Ray Palmer was the superhero known as the Atom. When Palmer vanished one day, he left behind a spare size-changing belt with his own dwarf star lens for Luan Ryan Choi to use. As the new Atom, Ryan fights to protect people just as his mentor did and serve as a member of the Justice League of America. So nice little card. It's got his information on the back. Very nice. This will go in with my other cards I've got. Put that to the side. And finally, there is the comic. It's in a sealed package. So again, instead of trying to tear it open, we will cut this bad boy open. Cut. Snip, snip, snip. And I will put in another bag and board here in a minute. So this bag, it's got warnings on it and everything. I'm 54 years old. I'm not going to start reading warnings now. Throw that away. And we have a Flash comic book. It's not numbered, so how many pages it is, but it looks like a full-size comic book. It's first issue, Seeley, Collins, and Calise. Just looking at it real quick. I'm assuming the Atom's going to guest star in it. It's got your ads in it. Yeah, the Atom shows up in it. I'm going to have to read this now. Kid Flash, the Black Kid Flash is in it. Gorilla Grodd. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure if the story appeared anywhere else or if this is the first place it appeared. Yeah, it's called The Flash McFarlane Special Edition, so I'm assuming it's a brand new story. Very nice. So it comes with a comic book, the file card, and the Atom with interchangeable hands. Again, he doesn't stand up on the base if you're moving it around, so you got to pull him off the base. But this is the Atom. What do you guys think? Again, I like the Atom. It's one of my two favorite characters. Ryan is probably my second favorite Atom after Palmer. There's been several Atoms. There was the original Golden Age Atom, which not a bad character, but not my favorite. There was Ray Palmer. There was, as I'm covering over on a Suicide Squad podcast called Task Force X, there was Adam Cray, took over when Ray died. And then when Ray disappeared later on, Ryan took over. So we're going to put Ryan back on his stand. So, and again, I'm not going to open it today because we're running short on time. but I did pick up at Walmart Vipera, part of the Python Patrol. Again, I've been debating on this one. I'm like, I'm not familiar with the character. I guess she appeared in a couple of issues of, I think it was the Devil's Due book. Not one I'm familiar with. I was debating whether I want to pick her up for full price or wait and see if maybe she shows up at Ross. The wife encouraged me to get it, so I picked her up. Maybe we'll open her next time if I don't decide to return her. I'm still debating on that. But that has been this episode of the G.I. Joe Real American Headcast unboxing / review show. Let me know what you guys think. I am here, at least I'm going to be here for a while, hopefully, every third Friday of the month at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Also, be sure to join us on the fourth Sunday of the month at 1 p.m. Pacific time, as we normally talk about the next issue of G.I. Joe, the Real American Hero. The 24th of March, I'll be gathering whoever I can, and we'll be talking about issue number 54, along with the title and the cartoon entitled, I think it's called The Gods Below or The Gods Above, something like that. But join us. And then again, the podcast comes out. Again, I got to look real quick. I made changes to my schedules. G.I. Joe, Real American Headcast comes out the second Thursday of the month. The Adventures continues. That's where we play the role-playing game. I've only got a couple episodes of that left to drop. That comes out the third Thursday of the month. And then Bravo Team, which I look at anything else G.I. Joe related. Right now, 1 month is looking at the special missions. And the following month, right now, we're covering the Order of Battle. And that's going to take a while to get through all that. So be sure to join us there. Also, I've got my regular shows, Head Speaks, which is the first Tuesday of the month, where I talk about anything that comes to mind. Right now, we're covering the Power of the Atom, and we're down to the last 4 or 5 issues of that. So join us over there. I'm not sure what I'm going to cover after that, but I've got lots of ideas, lots of books, lots of things to talk about. The first Thursday of the month, we've got the Starbright Project, where the wife and I talk about the Quantum Leap TV series. Originally, it was looking at the original series from 1989, but then the new season, as we're calling it, 6 came out, and now we're on season 7, the second season, just ended. So we're looking at that. The second Tuesday of the month, we have Task Force X, where I'm looking at the Suicide Squad book. Again, I'm in the final year of that book. I'll be coming up to that one probably the end of the year. I mentioned the second Thursday is G.I. Joe. The third Tuesday, let me back up a second. I think I misspoke there. The third Thursday is G.I. Joe. I'm really messing up. Sorry, guys. The second Thursday is G.I. Joe. The third Thursday is the Starman Adventure Show, where I look at the Will Payton Starman book. Again, that's coming up to an end sometime this year. As I said, before I messed everything up, the third Thursday is The Adventure Continues. The fourth Tuesday is Voyager's Cast, where we look at the TV show Voyagers from 1982. This is another show the wife and I do. Again, we're coming up to the last final issues of that. Final episodes. Final episodes of that show. And again, as I said, the fourth Thursday of the month is Bravo Team. So we're going to put this back over here out of the way. And that's going to do it for this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe down below. Call that phone number there, leave a message, and I can play it on the air. I'll probably play it on my regular G.I. Joe show. There it is. And join us here next month when I do some more unboxings. Again, I'll probably put another poll up, but be thinking about it. I've got the Cobra Island Major Blood. I've got the Tiger Force Recondo, the regular Dusty. I've got both the regular Copperhead plus the Viper Patrol, or whatever it is, not Viper Patrol, Python Patrol. The Python Patrol Copperhead. I've got, from over on DC, I've got Firestorm and Animal Man I could open up. Looking around my room a little bit. I've also got, I've got the twins, both Zaymot and Tomax. So let me know what you guys would like to see me open up. Or if there's anything else that's not on the poll I throw up, feel free to throw it out there. And if I have it, I can add it to the list. But until next time, remember, like and subscribe. I'm working on trying to get that into my speech every time I talk. Until next time, this is Aaron, Brotherhead Moss, aka General Head, signing out. Joe's dismissed. And remember, knowing is half the battle. Yo, Joe. Oh, I did a smile there to end the show, but I also wanted to say, almost forgot, thank you, Hines and Michelle, for joining up to watch the live stream. Thanks to anyone else that listens to the podcast or that comes later and watches the live stream. Feel free to leave your thoughts and I'll get back to you. Until next time, Yo Joe.